Hello everybody, it's Emily from Emily Loves London, and today I am doing a review of Philip Reeve's Railhead. Such a cool cover. Oh, and I have to show you because it's so cool. I got it signed and he drew a little picture for me. So cool. And just, this is so pretty. It's just so pretty. It's fantastic. Anyway, Railhead is in the genre of sci-fi, middle grade YA and adventure, and I really enjoyed this book. I give it a 5 out of 5 stars. It's just so fantastic. Anyone who's a sci-fi geek will really like this, and anyone who's a train geek, you should definitely read this. It's part of your reading material as a train geek, I would advise. So the synopsis for this is Zen Starling is a kid who lives in the future and is not understood by anyone, at least that's what he thinks. But when he gets into trouble and he meets Raven, who will give him a decision that will change his life forever, will he take that chance and go on an adventure with him? I think that's a pretty good synopsis. So my thoughts on this book is I absolutely loved it from start to finish. It was just amazing. Every single bit. I loved the world building, from the plot to the characters, to the journey. It was so good. Obviously, the trains were my favourite concept of this book. I absolutely loved them, as I'm a huge fan of trains, since I was a kid. Mainly because they had like feelings, and they were like characters in themselves and people in themselves in the story, which is a fantastic concept to bring to life and just amazing. I also loved the friendship between Zen and Nova, because it was a great collaboration between sort of human and a robot, but more than that, it felt like more than that. It didn't feel just like a friendship, it felt like there was a great connection and you just felt ingrained in their story, and I really liked that. That was fantastic. In terms of the characters, I loved Zen. He was a great main character, very relatable, sort of teenage with teenage problems and misunderstood by the world. Don't we just love those stories? So relatable. I really liked Nova because she was not only just a robot, she was sort of very loyal and very human-like, I have to say. So I really loved that about her. I loved all the trains. All the trains were fantastic. They were so great as characters. And just so alive in the story. In terms of the characters I hated, I didn't like Raven. Definitely not as a person, but sort of he was an interesting villain, and I did kind of understand his thought process and the way he was going about his little journey. But definitely, in terms of one other character that I didn't like at all, and that was, if I'm pronouncing this right, Threnody. I'm going to say Threnody. I found her a bit too arrogant and irritating, but by the end she did grow on me a bit. I think it was that kind of, she was the character who was part of this big royal family, and I don't know, when I see that just irritates me. Which is probably why I didn't like it very much. Anyway, my favourite quote from this book would be on page, this is different, it's on the beginning of the book. How weird! But yeah, so, and this is the part where Philip Reeve is describing the K-Gate and what it's like to go through the K-Gate. So the K-Gate is sort of the passage or the channel between different universes, and it's this very cool concept he's created here, and he's just explaining it. The train accelerated, the noise rising, until with a sound less bang, a kind of unbang, it tore through the K-Gate, and everything got reassuringly weird. For a timeless moment, Zen was outside of the universe. There was a sense of falling, although there was no longer any down to fall to. Something that was not quite light, blazed in through the blank windows. I just love that. I love the way he explained it. It was fantastic. And I absolutely love this book. And if you haven't picked it up, it's a great read. I'd say it's a great short summer read for me. And just the universe is fantastic and everything about it. It just grabbed me straight away. Absolutely loved it. But yeah, and the second one in the series has come out, and that's called The Black Knight Express. So if you give this a go give the other one a go, because that's what I'm going to be doing next. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video, guys, and if you did, give it a thumbs up, and if you're new to my channel, click subscribe where you can see more of me, and I hope you have a fantastic day. Yeah, the weather's not that great. It's alright. You may have a good day. And I will see you again soon for another video.